Hi, my name is Jasmine Rach, and I'll be answering your podcast questions in this episode.
Welcome to the Ask and Answer podcast, where all your questions as an audio creative will be answered by experts and industry leaders. Are you ready? Now, let's get into the episode. The question for this episode says, Hello, I am a podcaster and I would like to start a business based on the skills I've learned over the years as a podcaster. However, I don't know what kind of business I can start with my podcasting skills. I need ideas.
Well, if you are a podcaster, you're in luck because you have so many universal and transferable skills that you can apply to an industry that is growing so fast. So I think you have tons of options in terms of what area of podcasting you could go into with a new business. And I think that the first option, just starting off as a freelancer who offers production or editing support to other podcasters, could be really great. And here you could really stand out from the crowd by specializing in what you're best at. So maybe you're an amazing sound designer, or maybe you're really good at pulling together video podcasts. Maybe you're really fast at cutting out ums and ahs. Lead with whatever you're best at, and also lead with the fact that you are a podcaster too. So you can not only help with the editing, but you can also advise your clients on different aspects of their production process, best practices when it comes to podcasting, or even their launch or promotion strategy. And I think another option is if you've been podcasting for a while and you have strong connections to other podcasters, those are so valuable to creators or even to organizations that want to promote their show or their leadership profile. Maybe they want to be a guest on other shows so that they can promote their own. And since I've been working in the podcasting industry, I've been asked lots of times if I offer a service like that helps others land guest spots in shows that are relevant to what they're great at. And I haven't found a single person or a company that makes those connections and arranges those guest spots yet. So that is another gap in the industry that you could totally start to fill. My last suggestion is podcast marketing. This is still a very new concept. And so even those of us who are in the industry are still just trying to figure out exactly how it works and what performs best. And so if you're an experienced podcaster, chances are you've done some marketing already for your own show. You have a big head start because you understand how people listen to podcasts and how people engage with them. And one of the biggest questions that we get from clients is, how do I make my podcast successful? How do I get to whatever your marker for success is? How do I get to 10,000 listens? How do I generate sales for my company? Whatever that is, people need help within the space of podcasting to know where to go next. So I would say you could be a podcast marketing consultant where you don't work on the production or the editing of a podcast, but you work to promote it within social media, across other podcasts, things like that. And so those are just a couple of my ideas. I think I've got lots more. You could even branch out away from podcasting and explore other things, because as a podcaster, you have experience as an interviewer, as a researcher, as an editor, as a producer, as a social media manager, as a marketer. You've got tons of skills. So there's no shortage of ideas. I wish you all the best of luck in your new business.
All right, that's all for today on the Ask and Answer podcast. Thank you to our special guest for answering this episode's question. And to anyone listening, if you loved what you heard, then be sure to share and subscribe to our podcast. Don't forget to send in your questions using the link in the description. Thank you for listening. We'll see you again in the next episode. Bye.